Today, we're going to light up an M-1950. And this one here was made in Akron, Ohio by Rogers in 1952. And I'll show just a couple of interesting features of the thing here. Some of you may have seen this, some maybe not. But anyway, this is the military pocket stove. These also came in a metal canister. This one I don't have the canister with. I do actually have one in the house, but didn't bring that out. So, oh well. So very simple. It's got an on-off valve. It's got a pump. And the interesting thing about the pump here is that it is also the tool storage. So, of course, she's immersed in fuel, but you can unscrew this and inside here, so if you're finding one of these on the used market, well, actually, that gets you, that gets you to the pump cylinder so you can lubricate it. That should stay down where it is, and actually what you want to unloosen is the pump handle. So let me just go ahead and screw around this for half an hour. Okay, geez, is inside the pump handle. So you're just going to pull the pump out and unscrew it. And this is a storage compartment. So if you found one of these on the used market, take a look in here. Hopefully you'll find a generator that's in there. There should be a pump leather in there. There may be the remains of a graphite packing, and I forget what all else might be in there. Oh yeah, another non-return valve pip, which is almost guaranteed to be completely messed up. They essentially, this is a Petromax one, but they essentially look like that. This one also had, which I didn't put back on the arms. You'll see these occasionally. They're actually pretty rare to get one with it, but you'll see one with this on the arms here. And if you see that, that's super awesome because this is actually a spare generator. So they actually came with two, but normally these get lost, so you don't always see them. But this one actually has it. So it actually has generator inside, generator to the pump handle, and a generator on the outside. So yeah, runs on Coleman fuel. The thing about these, there's two things that happen with them. If this non-return valve, if the little rubber pip in there hardens up, when you fuel it up, it won't pump up, it won't hold pressure, and it'll want to shoot gas back out of this. And if it fails in the middle while it's fueled and burning, then it wants to shoot gas right out of this while the fire's going, and that's just a lot of excitement. So at any rate, the things that you need to replace is the cap washer here and the non-return valve, and that pretty much should be all you need to do to get it running. So I can just say also, don't put these down with superhuman torque because they'll be difficult to get off if you do, because the access isn't all that great. And so anyway, so lighting these things. One other thing too is that you may notice on this, there is a little stop right here where this knob is. Sometimes these tops have been taken off and rotated and they've been put on, clocked incorrectly, and this little stop hanging down will be somewhere else, and as a result, your knob will just go all the way around and not stop. And well, it'll do like basically from here all the way to here, and it shouldn't. It should be able just to go to here, and that's it. So you might want to check the clocking of yours to make sure that that's right. So the little feet fold in when you put it in the storage canister, and then when you're ready to use it, obviously you pull them out and it looks like this. These little wings come out and they fit in here like so. I've got one that's a little bit bent. It needs some kind of care, and it looks like that. So instructions on the side of this are really very clear. It tells you to pump for 10 strokes. It actually says fill 3/4 full of clean gasoline, pump 10 strokes, turn to the extreme left on for 3 seconds, and then turn to the off and apply match and allow to burn for 1 minute. And then open valve to vertical, which is the light position, until the flame turns blue, and then open the valve to full on, and then pump 10 strokes. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to put these out of the way so you can have a little better view. I'm going to do exactly that. So right now it's off. So this is the indicator, not this. This is the indicator. So this is off. This is light and this is on, if you can see that. Right, so 10 strokes. Now we're going to put it to full on for, it says for 3 seconds. 1001, 1002, 1003, and then turn it off. You'll notice it sprays a lot of fuel up, raw gas, just a steady stream. That's what's supposed to happen. That's what makes lighting these things interesting. So this is why you kind of do this outside if you can, or at least if you've done it a few times, you do it here inside, but you got to watch your vertical clearance. So you got to sit here for a minute, and I found out really the best way to determine how long a minute is, if you're not watching it on your watch, is you can basically wait until this flame almost completely dies out. Because in the initial part, you're going to see this flare up, and it's going to do that, but there's going to be a little bit of flame down in there because there's a cup, and it's got a wick, and it absorbs that gas, and it'll continue to heat that generator, and it's going to do that for quite a while. So I just got to kind of ramble on here for another probably 30 seconds or so until we get it to the point to where it's ready to go. I can start to hear the generator making a slight hissing noise. So that's good, because the fuel that's already in there from doing the startup procedure is starting to vaporize, and it kind of lets me know something's about to happen. And you can see it trying to light right here. Trying to light. So from this, I can probably start kind of eking over to the light position and see what happens. That actually looks pretty darn good. Now I can just go to run, and then I can give it the additional 10 strokes. And that's kind of it. I've got the generator on this one has a little bit, the fuel comes out a little bit at an angle, and as a result, the flame is biased more towards this side than the other. As I've been running it, it's been getting straighter, but for right now, that's kind of the way it is. So yeah, you can basically do this. You can pump it up even harder, I guess, if you want. It's a pretty good flame right there, so you may not need to do that. It's actually still got some of the preheat fuel burning right now, which is why the flame is getting weird every so often, and because that's you can actually probably still see that in there. So but that's it. That's the M-1950 lit up and running without too much drama. The initial drama a little bit, but other than that, that's pretty much it. One thing about these that's really amazing is that when you want to turn them off, they're off, and they're off right now. They don't continue to flare or flame or anything like that. They're instantly off, and it's actually pretty impressive. So at this point, yeah, there's absolutely no flame. There's obviously plenty of residual heat, and I'll probably just vent this off a little bit, and that's it, and we're all good to go. So that's the M-1950 from 1953, I believe I said. No, I'm sorry, 1952 from Rogers in Akron, Ohio. Till next time, keep them lit.